put the skylight back up here and let there be darkness. All right, it's nice and tight. I'll put the screws back in there and that'll suck it up tight, and then I'll run a bead of big stretch around here, and that should just about do it. Hey y'all, welcome back to Crocs and Socks. So Andy and I are out here in the camper today. Been seeing some video posts and we've been wondering how to do it ourselves as far as the skylight in the bathroom over the shower. So this is a 2019 Rockwood travel trailer. It has a bath and a half, and our bathroom has a skylight right over the shower, and I'll get you some views of that. Let me turn you around here. So in this bathroom, that's our shower, and you can see how much light comes in through that skylight, and it's really aggravating because right there is our bedroom, and pardon the unmade bed, so stripped it last time we came. So what we're trying to do is do something to block this light coming in, and there's all kind of things out there. I've seen some people paint the top of the dome with some Flex Seal and stuff like that, but we're kind of concerned about that peeling off. And I have the inner liner down right now. That's why it looks like this. Let me show you that. So what we've done so far is a test. If you can see, this thing is concave, so it's narrower at the top than it is at the bottom, and we're having trouble. We tried to find some of those pillow type things that shove up in there tight, but we can't find any that fits that concave. If the sides were straight up and down all the way around, they make pillows that fit in there tight and stick in with some type of Velcro.
They're called insulators.
Yeah.
They insulate, and they have this silver stuff to block the reflected sun out.
Right, but like I say, we haven't been able to find one that fits this model or this kind of skylight trim. So this is what we have started with. This is a piece of
it's like a sun visor.
Yeah, it's a sun visor, just an old sun visor for a car, and it's got the silver reflective stuff to reflect the light back out, but it's also, we're using it because it's white on the inside, so from the inside of the skylight you won't see that silver looking like tinfoil or something up in there. It'll be white, because we could have used some that reflective, whatever you call it, but it's silver on both sides, so that's why we chose to use this. So we did put one layer on, and we're using a foil tape to stick it on there, and that's doing fine. But when we did a test fit to put it up there, it's still letting a little bit of light come through. Now it is a very bright sunny day, and the camper is sitting out in full sun, so that's the most light that would ever come through it, but it's still letting some bleed through. So we're going to put a second and maybe even a third layer on here. The stuff's really thin. Get it sealed down on there and give that a try. So Mandy's going to work on that right now. And we're just sealing it down on there, like I said, wrapping it on, and then using this tape, here to seal it on there. I'm sorry, I don't have a tripod or nothing with us to set this camera on so I can help her. And this may not end up being the best option, but we've tried Velcroing something up there underneath the trim, and just with the heat and stuff like that in the camper, when the air's not on, the Velcro would come loose. So we figured if we take it down and put this stuff on the top, and then now it's up there and it's sandwiched between this trim. It's sandwiched between this trim and the actual skylight, because it's really a two-part system. This trim has a piece of plexiglass on the top of this that was clear, and then there's an air gap between here and the actual dome that's on the top of the camper. So we're just basically covering this plexiglass, and like she said, she's gonna put a piece all the way around after she gets this on there and seal it tight all the way. The little small pieces are just to hold it in place for right now. Just so we're making sure we're getting it blocked as much as possible. Just going ahead and putting this is basically a third layer on the top of that. And like I say, it's super thin. I mean, it's hardly nothing to it, so it's not adding a bunch of thickness or anything that's going to hurt anything. Just trying to block as much light. That door, we have a sliding like barn door type thing that separates our bathroom from our bedroom, but usually that door winds up staying open because we use a fan, and that fan kind of is set on the floor between our bathroom and our bedroom, and just our bedroom is kind of tight in this camper, so there's not a lot of room to put a fan other than right there, unless you mounted it on the wall or something. So that's why we leave that door open, and just the ease of access, you don't feel so closed in there, getting to the bathroom at nighttime and stuff like that. So, but in the morning times, it's really aggravating with all that light coming in. There's really no point to it. The lights in the bathroom, if you need light in there, is more than enough. So there's really no point to having this skylight. It's more aggravating than it is a benefit to us anyway. Some people might like it. Some people want the sunshine coming in the mornings, but when we're camping, every now and then we want to sleep in, and I want light shining bright in our eyes, and that's exactly what happens. So. All right, so she's got it all taped down and held in place temporarily, and now I'm just going to put a long one-piece seal, so all the way around it. Make sure it doesn't move, go anywhere, and no light comes through that tape. So seal around that edge pretty good. Shouldn't have any issue with that tape coming loose. That foil tape, if you've never used it, it's very sticky and pretty good product. Way better than duct tape or something like that. All right, so Mandy got that thing covered. We have 3 layers on there, and she's got it sealed up all the way around. And like I say, you won't see any of that. All you're gonna see is this from underneath, and that's why we use, like I say, we use the piece of old sun visor for a car, sunshade that you put in your front window, so that way it was white on the inside. So let's go in here. We're gonna try it out and see. If you want to hold that camera, see what it looks like. Oh yeah. So now with the 3 layers on there, it's blocking it. It's total darkness. And just once I seal up around this edge and I put it back up there and put some big stretch around there. But I think I am gonna go ahead. We were talking about this. If you look right here, this is your rubber roof, okay? That comes from underneath this dome. And this is some Luan or whatever this wood is that they use on the roof. That's it. That's the thickness of your roof and this foam. And if this skylight was to ever get a crack or a leak, that's exposed, and you'll never really know about it until it's too late. So I think I'm gonna take some of that foil tape and wrap this whole thing right here, not far enough underneath to where you can see the foil tape once we put the trim back up, but it'll be covering this and that. And if it ever was to get a tiny crack or a leak or something, it'll, just in my mind, will protect it a little bit better. I don't know if it actually would or not, but while I'm here and I got this thing down, I think that's what we're gonna do. So let me get started on that real quick before we put the skylight back up there with trim. All right, so that's just a little strip around the bottom. So I'll come in here and tuck in over that rubber roof there, and you kind of gotta, this stuff is so sticky, you kind of almost having to piece it together. I'm gonna try to get over that rubber roof to where if it ever did leak, you can't run back under it. I'll come back with another piece in here and join the two strips together in the middle. Like I say, this stuff is so super sticky, especially once the sun hits it. There won't be any getting it off, for sure. All right, so I got the top row on and a bottom row on. It's covering that wood. And now I'm just gonna run another centerpiece that'll lap over all of it right here. And like I say, you're not gonna see any of this. Once this cover goes back up, only me and you will know. And I just feel a little bit better about it. I don't know if it actually would do anything or not, but I feel like something's better than nothing. So, cut that one a little short. All right, so as you can see, got it covered all the way around, all that edge of that wood, and it's overlapped over that rubber roof. So let's just put the skylight back up here and let there be darkness. All right, it's nice and tight. I'll put the screws back in there, and that'll suck it up tight, and then I'll run a bead of big stretch around here, and that should just about do it. Okay, so Amanda's just getting off that, taking a razor blade and getting off that. Should have did it before we put it back up there. Didn't even think about it. That old sealant that they had around is stuck to the edge of that trim, so she just cleaned that off before we go with some big stretch and set it back up. All right, so this is what we use, and it's called Big Stretch. It's perfect for something like this. I've used it a lot. It does not crack, and so in like a high humid climate, it's good for interior and exterior. But in a high humid climate where a lot of temperature changes and stuff, that's perfect. And I do not do good at caulking, as you can see, but I'll clean it all up and you'll never know. All right, so that'll just about do it. Got that big stretch in there, got it all cleaned up, nice wet paper towel, and wipe it off. Looks good, everything's sealed up all the way around. So we'll get this video posted up. I think it's a good idea. I don't see any problems with doing it the way we did it. And we'll let you know if we have any issues with it. And please hit that like and subscribe button if you like this kind of stuff. This is what we do. Little projects, little modifications. And we'll catch y'all on the next one. Thank you for watching Crocs and Socks.